Aye.
Jeff,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. 3-0.
I move that we approve a one-day wines and malt special permit for Georgianne Riedel, event to be held on May 3rd, 2024, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the 204 Sisson Road Building.
Michael? Want to second that?
Second.
Thank you. Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Second.
All in favor? Michael?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. 3-0.
I move that we approve a 2024 seasonal weekday and Sunday entertainment license renewal for Pelhamon Earl Operating LLC, DBA Pelhamon Earl, 30 Earl Road. Weekday 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. inside and outside, live recorded music, amplification, dancing by live performers. As well as Sunday 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. inside and outside, live and recorded music, amplification, dancing by live performers. And I'll add to this that we do have a representative from Pelham here in case the board has any questions.
Michael? You want to second that?
A second.
Thank you.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion on this item? Because then we also have the amusement license renewals. Moved and seconded.
Madam Chair,
Yep, go ahead.
just questioning whether or not anything on this has changed from last year. I do not have the matrix in front of me.
So the only difference is going to be in this is separate, is that the weekday inside 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. on the entertainment license, and then Sunday inside 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. So I believe the only change is, the not unamplified, right, unamplified.
So that I believe the petitioner is asking
For amplified
music.
right. That's the change.
Inside, inside or outside?
This is
Both.
this is both inside and outside, amplified.
Madam
So,
Chair,
go ahead.
if
yeah.
I may, I know the board can rely upon a memo from staff.
Right.
In reading information regarding last year, it also appears that the hours in question are reduced. Is that, and perhaps we can have someone from the,
Yeah, so
if the board needs clarification.
could you, come to the, just state your name for the record.
John McCarthy with Pelham Hospitality.
Thank you. So if you would just give an overview of your time and the reasons why.
Yeah, so we can certainly, I don't mind if we need to adjust that. We're just, it's a small restaurant there, and having the ability to wear just outside that, in our in our area of the pool and the restaurant, if we were able to have even like an 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, that would be fine with us. It would probably be more like a 5 to 8 is what we'd have most of the people, because it is a family hotel, and we're not looking to do anything like crazy. It's literally just, we want to have some nice soft music, potentially amplified at times with a guitar, so whatever the board sees fit for time, since it is new this year, I'm perfectly fine with.
Okay, thank you for that explanation. Appreciate that. Michael, did you have any specific questions?
No specific questions. I guess the concern is that area, Madam Chair, as you know, we've had, when we opened another spot on 28 down there was a lot of neighbor complaints. And I don't recall hearing any complaints about Pelham at all, and they've got a great reputation. But I would caution management and ownership that there is a noise bylaw, and there are people in that area of town that were not interested in any amplification whatsoever. I am not one not to give somebody a chance, but the 10 o'clock may be stretching it.
Yeah.
Jeff, did you have any comments?
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair, and thanks, John, for being here. And I would echo Select Board McCaskill's feelings. You've got a impeccable reputation, and you do a great job, as does everybody at your all your establishments. I would just hate to see you get in trouble for something that,
Agreed.
so caution.
Yes.
Yeah, and I would say the same. I was with the town administrator previous to Joe, and we did go down to the facility to just sort of talk about the noise because we had had a lot of complaints. So I would say you certainly deserve the opportunity, and whatever you can do to.
So was that at this facility that there was noise complaints before?
No,
Okay.
it was right on 28.
Got
And
it,
there was
got
a
it.
history, and so
Got
one
it.
thing that we did discuss with the owner at the time
Yeah.
was to try to aim the speakers and such inward.
Yeah.
So that it didn't echo through the neighborhood. And so
Yep.
whatever you can do to try to contain the music, and again, I think you deserve the opportunity, and hopefully, and I would use caution, obviously.
Absolutely.
One more thing, John, just through talking with an awful lot of residents about our noise bylaw and the
Yeah.
complaints that have been brought to the town over
Yep.
the years, it goes a long way to reach out to your neighbors.
I was going to say that I have no, my plan was to probably reach out to everybody and just say, hey, let us know. We could even do a test and say, hey, what does this look like? So I'm more than willing. We love that, so.
I think that's great for you because I think it puts on, that you're willing to
Yeah.
work with them, and that obviously if you could do something where you test it so that you can see how far it's amplified. I mean, sound carries more than we,
Definitely.
Really
You never know,
understand.
yeah, with that.
Right.
Yep, so I'm more than willing.
That would
great.
be my only other suggestion.
Love it.
So, hearing nothing else, we've got a motion and a second. All in favor? Michael?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, 3-0.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a
Good
great
luck.
night.
I move that we approve the following 2024 seasonal weekday and Sunday amusement license renewals. First, the Trampoline Center, 296 Route 28. Weekday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., amusement type trampolines, as well as S&S Amusement, LLC DBA Buds Mini Golf at 9 Sisson Road. Weekday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., amusement type miniature golf.
Moved in, did you second yet, Michael? You're going to second?
Second.
Thank you. Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor? Michael?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, 3-0. And last, we got them all. All right.
Discussion.
So old business, discussion on annual town meeting warrant and all articles therein. If there's any specific questions, we said that we would keep this on our agenda for any questions on annual town meeting articles. We also announced at the beginning of this meeting that we have a session to talk about annual town meeting on the 24th, April 24th, at 6 PM in here in this room. But if there's any questions from any members of the audience or anyone online, Jeff?
I'd just also like to add, Madam Chair, if I could, that the office hours that will be held on April 23rd, 2024 is also an opportunity for the public to ask questions about the warrant as well.
Thank you, Jeff. Well, hearing nobody with any specific questions under that old business item, we can go on to contracts.
I move that we vote to approve a memorandum of understanding with Meals on Wheels.
Joe? Did you have any, oh,
Is there a second?
sorry.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Michael seconded, so,
Thank you, Madam Chair. So this is a standard arrangement that the town has had for several years. The purpose of this is supporting the nutrition program for the Meals on Wheels program. It's tied through our Harwich Community Center. Our Community Center Director can do a far greater job than I can. However, I recommend that you certainly approve this, and it is tied to our friends at Elder Services of Cape Cod and the Islands.
thank you, Joe.
So staff recommends approval.
Great. So moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor? Michael?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, 3-0. And believe it or not, town administrators report.
So, thank you. The only item under Town Administrator Report I'm now questioning is it's actually a memorandum of agreement with the Cape Cod Commission. And so specifically what this gets to is the town, through our Director of Planning and Community Development, is partnering with the Cape Cod Commission for them to serve as our consultant as we progress through the hazard mitigation plan. So my question is I've taken the liberty of signing this memorandum of agreement between the Cape Cod Commission and the town, but certainly would hold off on that if the board considers that something that you folks do. However, if you're okay with it, we're relying upon an $18,000 grant that we received through the federal government. Christine Flynn, our Director of Planning and Community Development, is our lead on this. And as we're doing with several other plans, we're updating the town's hazard mitigation plan. It takes about 18 months. And so that's why I've signed the document. And again, just put the concept out there as if the board wanted to do that separately.
Thank you.
Otherwise, we're good to go.
Thank you, Joe. I will ask board members if you have any reason that you would want to do it separately.
No, I don't.
Michael? Do you have any?
No, I don't. No, I don't. Joe, would you send me that paperwork so I can read through it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and take a vote. We have a motion and a second, so all in favor? Michael? Oh, you don't need my vote.
Correct.
Aye.
Never mind.
Correct.
I was thinking that we were changing course, but we're not, so never mind. You didn't take back your aye.
I appreciate
Took
the
it
board
back.
affirming what we've done so far.
Yes, we have. Right.
And,
Short meetings kind of mess me up.
Well,
so.
even better to that end, that concludes the TA's report.
That's excellent. Select Board's report. Michael? You have anything?
All is well at the beach.
Yeah, as it should be. Jeff?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The only thing I would like to bring up is the Hark. And I think Select Board Member Howell is the liaison to that.
Yep.
And unfortunately, he's not with us tonight. But I would like to have an update on that, obviously not next week, but the following week, so that we can hopefully get some closure to where we're going with Hark. I've been speaking to several people about it over the last couple of weeks, and I would just like to move that forward a little bit.
That's great, and I'll add that so that we make sure we carry that over for the 4/22 meeting.
Thank you.
And again, I'll just reiterate that we don't have a meeting on Tuesday, April 16th, and the next meeting for the Select Board will be Monday, April 22nd. And if I could get a motion.
Motion to adjourn, Madam Chair.
Thank you. So moved, Michael?
Second,
Thank you.
second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor? Michael?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, 3-0.